And a very good afternoon, everyone, and happy Thursday. Thanks so much for joining us today. My name is Sandy Elson, and on behalf of the travel professional community and homebasedtravelagent.com, I want to welcome all of you to today's very exciting and informative webinar. Our host today is ARC MarketPlace, and as always, we appreciate their support very much. Our speaker is Jennifer Bridey, Senior Product Manager. Jennifer joined ARC in 2006 as a product manager and has managed multiple products throughout her career at ARC, including ARC Memo Manager and Aero Trend. Currently, Jennifer is responsible for ARC Marketplace and Aerogram. She has over 13 years of product management experience. Jennifer has worked at Nextel Communications as a product manager for BlackBerry prior to joining ARC. She has held various positions in the airline industry, including passenger sales for a carrier, where she was focused on corporate and agency accounts. Jennifer's topic today is Boost Your Commissions with ARC Marketplace. Please remember that you are all muted, but we welcome your questions. You can type in your questions at any time in the question area you see on the right-hand panel of your screen. When Jennifer's presentation is over, we will take as many questions as we can. So I'm going to turn the microphone over to Jennifer so she can get started. Welcome, Jennifer.
Great. Thank you, Sandy, for the warm welcome, and I'm so happy to be here today, again, presenting to the group about ARC Marketplace. I have a lot to cover, so I'm going to go ahead and just get right into the presentation because I want to be sure to leave time at the end for questions. So we're talking about ARC Marketplace today and how we can help you earn more commissions and with the product. So commission is paid for all products that are part of ARC Marketplace, and I'm going to go in depth during the presentation today to cover all that we offer. It's really easy to use, to look, to book, and to earn those commissions. We have no fees or unexpected service charges and no minimum sales required when you're making your bookings. We have so many choices of products, and again, I'm going to cover that today. We really do have a lot of opportunity for you to upsell to your clients and help you earn more and offer them really good experiences. Because you can feel confident when you're booking on ARC Marketplace. We're only working with the best trusted suppliers, and we have things for you such as real customer ratings and reviews and a low price guarantee. And again, I'll cover that more in depth during the presentation. So you might be asking, if you're not familiar with ARC Marketplace, well, what do you offer? So ARC Marketplace is a website where we offer tours and activities to over 25,000 amazing things to do throughout the world. You'll notice on some of the screenshots I have and on the website, we have over 10,000 things. We're going to be updating that to say over 25,000 things to do because Viator, our partner who we work with for tours and activities, is constantly adding more and more products. And at the end of this year, which is coming to a close here fairly soon, they're going to be up to about 25,000 products, over 25,000 products. So really, when I say there's so much here for you, there really is. We also offer cars. We work with Car Trawler, who's our partner on car rentals, and I'll be sharing that with you, as well as passport and visa services through our partner CIBT. We work with CCRA on hotels, and then we also offer what we call our affiliate program, and that's for tours and activities and for cars, and I'll talk with you about that as well and how you can benefit from that program. So it's really easy to get started using ARC Marketplace. Simply go to our website, which is arcmarketplace.com. We have no login required. If you are an ARC agent and you have an ARC number, there's nothing you need to do as far as signing up to use ARC Marketplace. You can simply go to the site. As I said, it's an open site. You can start searching and booking, and I'm going to show you how to make the booking. When you make the booking, you're going to be using your ARC number to make that booking. If you are not an ARC participating agent, you will need to sign up for what we call an ARC Marketplace ID. And it's important that you do this just so we know how to pay you. And how you would do this is you can go to our website and you can click on Sign Up, which is in the top right-hand corner, or you can click on Learn and then Join, and it'll bring you to this page that I have here on the screen. Again, if you're an ARC agent, you don't need to do this. If you are not an ARC agent, you'll want to click the Sign Up button, which is going to bring you to this screen. And this is the first step to sign up for your ARC Marketplace ID. You only do this one time. You don't need to do it every time you make a booking. Just do it one time. It's a simple online form. We ask for your agency name and your address, as well as primary contact information from your agency. You'll create your ARC Marketplace ID. That's step one, and again, it's a really short online form. Step two, after you've completed step one, you'll get a confirmation email that'll let you know what your ARC Marketplace ID is or confirm what it is. And you will also see step 2 of 2 on your computer screen, which again also verifies your ARC Marketplace ID. Now step 2 is filling out a commission payment financial information form. And again, this is a short, just one-page form where we ask for some very basic information about your company, your agency, including your banking information. And you'll fax this back to us via a secure fax, and then we'll have that information that we need to pay you. And again, this is all explained online during that process, but I just wanted to kind of go through it a little bit today on the webinar. So I'm going to start with talking about the tours and activities and booking Viator products on ARC Marketplace. Because if you book Viator products anywhere else, if you're booking directly on Viator.com, you're not going to be paid a commission. But if you book on ARC Marketplace, you're going to be paid commission for your bookings. And as I mentioned, there are so many products that Viator offers. They have day tours, multi-day trips, private tours, shore excursion, pre and post cruise tours, airport and port transfers, family-friendly activities, theater and show tickets, and really so much more. And I'm actually going to highlight a few things during the presentation today. One thing that I want to talk about is the VIP and exclusive tours that we offer through ARC Marketplace. This is where you can offer your clients something special that they wouldn't get anywhere else. For the VIP tours, these are unique tours that offer something special that the general public can't access. That might be something like a tour that includes, I always like to use the example of the Versailles tour, that includes a secret room or a special room that a normal Versailles tour is not going to include. Viator also offers exclusive tours. These are tours that are arranged and are only offered through Viator and their partners such as ARC Marketplace. So with the exclusive tours, those would be tours, again, that you or your clients are not going to find somewhere else. And you can search for these tours on the website, on ARC Marketplace, either using the search button up here in the top right-hand corner, or if you go to the book and tours and activities, you can search there. But if you use the search box up in the top right-hand corner, this is what it looks like here, this black square. And you can search using the keyword search here. And I'm sorry, my red line is a little bit off here. But it's this second box, and I've typed in here Paris VIP tours. That's just a way that you could narrow your search to actually search for some of those exclusive and VIP tours. Something new that we're offering on the site is airport lounge access. This one that I have highlighted on the screen is for the airport at Frankfurt. This is available in nearly 40 airport locations. So again, this might be something interesting if you have clients who are traveling and they have a layover at an airport or had a long flight. Might want to just have somewhere that they can relax, enjoy a snack, have time to just kind of get away from the crowd at the airport, maybe even take a shower depending on what the facility is. I'd encourage you to look at this because this is now on the site. And again, as always, all the details of what's available in the particular tour or activity or product here is going to be included in this detailed section on the product page. So it's really important that you read through that, what the highlights are and what's included. So next up is shore excursions. We also offer shore excursions. You're going to find this again under book. And the thing that I want to mention about shore excursions that's really important is the worry-free guarantee policy. I know a lot of the cruise lines try to scare people into thinking that, that you have to book the shore excursions through them, or if something happens, it's not good. But we have our worry-free guarantee policy, and this is something where if the tour cancels due to weather, or there's a missed tour due to a late cruise ship arrival or cruise ship itinerary change, like the cruise ship doesn't dock at the original port of call, with a qualifying shore excursion, you can guarantee a timely return back to your cruise ship, to your client's cruise ship. And in the unlikely event that your clients aren't returned back to the ship in time to board, then we'll provide transportation to the next port of call. The one thing I wanted to point out about this is that, again, in the product details of the shore excursions, you're going to see what's included and what's not. And the worry-free shore excursions, I circled it here at the bottom of the screen. You can see here on this particular one that I pulled up, it does include the worry-free shore excursion. I would say 95% of the shore excursions that we offer on the site do include this, but you want to make sure that it does include this, and it'll be in the details of the product page here. So I can't believe that next week is already Thanksgiving. We're really, the holiday season is upon us, which I can't believe we're already towards the end of the year here. But I wanted to highlight a few things that we offer on the site, because there's so many options on our marketplace for you and for your clients who are traveling during this holiday season. You might have clients who you've already booked your vacations for the holidays, or even yourself, and there's really just so much there. I'd encourage you to go take a look and see, what might be interesting in the destinations you're traveling. However, I just wanted to point out a couple highlights here. You'll find a lot of tours and activities for the Christmas markets in Europe, in Germany, Austria, Hungary. I believe there's also one in Krakow. The special Christmas dinners and cruises, there's quite a lot in here also that have buffet dinners on cruises for Christmas Day itself. There's also some outdoor wintertime activities such as sleigh rides and skiing, and culinary experiences. I saw this one for the Paris cooking class, where you can learn how to make a traditional French Christmas menu. That sounded really cool to me, and I really liked the picture of the Yule log they have there. So anyway, I'd encourage you to just take a look and search around. I pulled out a couple tours to highlight a little bit more here. Here you can see the Christmas horse-drawn sleigh ride from Salzburg, and the pictures here of the people who are taking the tour. Just a beautiful countryside with a white Christmas to enjoy the sleigh ride. And so these are photos and reviews also. I pulled out the reviews here from real travelers who've taken this tour before. And that's also really an important tool for you as you're looking at our marketplace and searching for what's there. I find it really useful to look at that and see, what other people had to say or what their experience is. Here's another one I pulled out. I mentioned the Christmas markets, which I know I really enjoy the times I've been to Europe during Christmas time. But this one is a private tour for in Salzburg for the Christmas markets there, where you can shop and enjoy the mulled wine and the roasted chestnuts or a waffle. But the private tour, I think, would give you or your clients, time to really enjoy the shopping and the festivity of the market, and help you quickly locate, what you're looking for and navigate through the market. So again, one of the Christmas market, and this next one is the Christmas lunch cruise on Sydney Harbor. This particular one is a 3-hour lunch cruise on Christmas Day over through the Sydney Harbor with, again, a buffet. So booking an activity, I just want to cover how you would actually make a booking for an activity on ourmarketplace.com. Again, you want to go to the home page. You're going to click on Book, and then Tours and Activities, which is going to bring you to this main Tours and Activities page. You can either start that way, or again, you can go up to the top right-hand corner and click on the blue search button. That's going to bring up this black search screen here, and you can start searching that way. Either way works. So once you start searching for your tours and activities, you're going to see a listing of what is available based on the search criteria that you entered, whether it was a country or a region or a city, or whether you entered a keyword. You'll see your search results here, and then you can scroll through and then locate the actual product or tour activity that you're looking for. This particular one, as I mentioned, I wanted to pull up with the airport lounges, where I mentioned that we now offer those. So this particular one pulled up the list of the airport lounges, and this is the Lyon Airport Lounge access in the Lyon Airport. So let me just go back. Once you go to this product page, this one in particular, again, the Lyon Airport Lounge access, you would enter in your travel dates and then the number of travelers and click on Add to Cart, which is going to bring you to this screen where you can review the order. It's going to show you what you selected. At this point, you can change the number of travelers, you can remove it from your cart, you could change the dates, or you could also continue shopping and add another tour or activity to your cart before you check out. When you're ready to check out, you'll click on Proceed to Checkout, which is going to bring you to the checkout screen. And I know this screen is long and busy here on my slides, but I just wanted to try to capture the entire screen here. And really what's here is, I think, typical of what you would expect on a checkout screen. It's going to have the traveler details, the customer contact details, the travel agent details, which I would really want to point out here that I blew up on the screen. This is really important, and what I want you to remember when you're making the bookings. This is where you would enter your ARC number if you're an ARC agent, or if you remember at the beginning of our presentation I talked about if you're not an ARC agent signing up for an ARC Marketplace ID. This is where you would enter the ARC Marketplace ID if you're not an ARC agent. Your travel agency name, your agent name, we want your first and last name as well as your agent email. And then the email delivery options, that would be for the voucher. So once you click Book Now, you're going to also, after this, enter in the credit card information. Then you're going to click on Book Now, and you're going to get a voucher. You or your client will get a voucher. This is what you select, whether that's sent to just you, just your client, or both you and your client. You have that choice. I would actually recommend that you send it to both you and your client. So that's making a booking for tours and activities. So I'm going to move on to talk about car rentals. Again, as I mentioned earlier in the presentation, we offer car rentals on the site. We work with a company called Car Trawler. They are a car rental aggregator company. They have domestic and international car rentals in 174 countries. They have very competitive rates. I would encourage you to go to the site and take a look. I recently just had a business trip down to Florida where I booked on the site one of their cars, and it worked out really well, and the pricing was really competitive. I was very happy. But it's really easy and fast to book on the site. They work with over 1,000 car providers, so I think you'll see a lot of the familiar brand names that you're used to seeing, and they pay a 5% commission. So similar to what I was talking about for tours and activities, to get started, you would simply go to Book, and then to Cars, or I have it hidden here, but again, you could go to that little blue search button up on the top right-hand screen and pull up that black search box. You can also search for cars there. And you can search by the airport or the city and the dates, and then it's going to pull up what's available. You can also narrow your search down by car category type. So once you have the listing of what's available and you go in and you select the car that you're interested in and you decide you want to book that, once you click on book, it's going to bring up, again, this checkout screen. That's very similar to what I just showed you for the tours and activities, where you're going to enter in the driver details, the address, the country, and then, of course, the travel agent details. And this, again, is the part that I kind of blew up here for you because, again, this is really important when you're making the booking, that you enter in your ARC number or your ARC Marketplace ID, again, as well as your agency name, your email address, and your name and phone number. And again, once you make the booking with the cars, you'll receive a confirmation with a voucher, and that completes the booking for the cars. So moving on to passport services, we offer a range of discounted rates on a full range of passport services. So these could be for services such as a new passport, a renewal, a lost or stolen passport, a child passport, a name change. Maybe you need additional pages in your passport, a damaged passport, maybe a first-time passport card, or a second passport renewal, and then, of course, expedited services. There's all different types of services available with passports, and we offer a 15% commission on passport service fees. Similar to passports with the visa services, it's really fast and easy to obtain a travel visa through our marketplace. We do have something called the Need a Visa Quick Check tool. If you go to under Book again, and then under Documents, under Visas, once you click on that, you're going to come to this page here, which is our visa page. If you click on Book It, it's going to take you to a tool that says, do you need a visa, where you can actually check, enter in where you or your client are traveling to and from, and it's going to check for you to see if you or your client actually need a visa for that trip. So it's really quick and easy. It's a nice resource to even check if you're not sure if you need a visa or not. And then again, if you decide to go ahead, if you need it, to book it on our marketplace, you just follow the online booking process, and we do pay a 15% commission on visas as well. So again, I just want to point out, when you're booking the passports and visas online, again, in the checkout screen, there's going to be a payment method section where you enter in the credit card details, and as well here, there are the agent details that I've mentioned previously for the other products as well. Again, where you want to make sure to enter in your ARC number, place ID, your travel agency name, your name, and email address, and make sure you enter that here. And this is, again, really important just because we need to know who made the booking to identify yourself so we can pay you your commission. So we also offer hotels on our site through CCRA. CCRA has access to over 180,000 hotels in 156 countries around the world. They offer up to 5 different rate categories in a single search. So they have a lot of options with that. Agents must register on the CCRA portal using their ARC number or ARC Marketplace ID. So once you go to our website on arcmarketplace.com, under Book, you'll see Hotels, and you're going to come to this page right here that talks about our partnership with CCRA. When you click on Book, it's going to go over to the CCRA site, where you would need to actually log into their portal to do the searches and make the booking. Again, with CCRA, you can earn up to 15% commission, depending on the commission rate type for the hotel product you select. And they also offer net rates, which are really great because you can set your own commission that way. So for hotels, I do want to point out that the commission for that is paid directly by CCRA. For the other products I mentioned, it's paid by ARC. Okay, now moving on, I want to talk for just a little bit about our affiliate program. This is available for tours and activities as well as for cars. This is where you can put a banner on your website, and then your clients can do the work. They can look and they can book on their own, and you earn the commission just as if you booked it for them. So how easy is that? It seems like easy money to me. And it's the same commission levels. whether your client booked it on the affiliate program, the banner on your site, or whether you booked it on ARC Marketplace. So I just want to walk you through how to register for the affiliate program. I'm sorry, I'm going to go back one slide because I want to make sure I show you where this is on the site. So if you're on the main page of ARC Marketplace, if you look at the top navigation, you're going to see an area there called Learn. And under Learn, you will find the affiliate program. So when you click on the affiliate program, it's going to bring you to this page that basically just describes how it works. There's 4 different steps, and I'm going to walk you through those, how to get started with the affiliate program. So you would click on the Get Started button here on that page, and it's going to bring you to step 1 to register. Here you're going to enter in your website, and then you're going to identify yourself as a travel agency, and you'll be entering in your ARC number or your ARC Marketplace ID. So you do want to make sure that you have that handy, your ARC number or your ARC Marketplace ID, before you would go to register for the affiliate program. The second step is you're going to select your banner type and size. We have, as I mentioned, this is available for tours and activities as well as for cars. So you could put a tours and activity banner and or a cars banner. You can do one or both. And so you can select what you want to do here. And we have quite a few different sizes available. I'm going to show you what those look like. These are just some examples of what the activities and tours banners here on the left, and then the cars banners here on the right, what they look like, the different sizes, and what's available. So once you select the banners, and you keep continuing through the online process, and this is just an online process. It's going to walk you through these steps. So you can elect to receive an email when your client makes a purchase using your link, and I would recommend that because I think that's always good that you know when a purchase was made. And then you can elect to have the email with the code sent directly to you or to your webmaster here at the bottom. So what's going to happen is when you fill out this information, at the end of signing the last part of this process, once you hit submit, we're going to email you with a confirmation and with the code that you would link the banner to. So that's going to be your customized HTML code for the banner, and that way once you connect that up to your site, we're going to know that the booking came from you. But you can elect to have that email sent to you, or if there's someone else at your company who's working on your website and you want it to send directly to them, that's fine too. This is what the confirmation email looks like with the code. Once you finish the online registration, again, you'll get the email confirmation. This is going to include the link to the code and how you can post the banners on your site. So moving along, just wanted to cover the commission rates for the different products that we have on the site. So for tours and activities, you can earn up to 10% commission. The base commission on that is 6%. For ARC agents, you have the opportunity to earn up to an extra 4%. We have a quarterly bonus program available to ARC agents, and I'll cover a little bit more of that in just a minute. And that's based on quarterly sales volume, where you can earn up to an extra 4% to make, to earn 10%. On car rentals, we offer 5% commission. On passports and visas, as I mentioned, we pay 15% commission. The shore excursions are the same as the activities and tours. Both of those are offered through our partner Viator. So those are, even though they're separated out here, really it's the same. Falls in the same category for commission. For the shore excursions, it's a 6% base commission, and then you can earn up to an extra 4% with our quarterly bonus program. And again, that's only for ARC agents, ARC accredited agents. And then, like I mentioned, CCRA pays up to 15% commission on hotel bookings. And again, that just depends on the different rate codes that you're selecting when you're making the booking for the hotel. A little bit more about the quarterly bonus program. Again, this is offered to ARC participating agents. And for those of you who might not be ARC participating agents and you're interested in this, I'm going to have my contact details at the end of the presentation. Please feel free to reach out to me. I'd be happy to talk with you more about how you could sign up to be an ARC agent, what that would mean, and how you could participate in the bonus program. But basically, again, this is a quarterly bonus program based on quarterly sales volume, and you can see the different tiers here. So if you're selling between $451 up to just over $1,000 in a quarter, you're going to get an extra 1%. If it's over $1,000 up to $2,000, it'll be an extra 2%, and then anything over $2,000 will be an extra 4%. So a couple other things I wanted to cover in the presentation. We now have city pages on the website. We introduced these back in June with our site redesign. But we have our top 10 destinations. These are the top 10 destinations that agents are booking on the site. And this is a great resource for you because we include more information for you for your research. We include things like the top 10 things to do, videos, travel tips, suggestions for your clients, maybe what they might be able to do in one day if they don't have a whole lot of time in a certain destination. They can go to the city pages, or you can go to the city pages and take a look and see what might be offered there. So I think that's really a great resource, and as time goes on, we'll be adding to that 10 destinations to add more destinations to those city pages. So I also just wanted to point out a couple different ways that you can connect with us. Again, for our site redesign launched back in June, we added a blog to the site. So if you go to ARC MarketPlace, you'll notice that we now have a blog. So I would encourage you, if you haven't, to go check that out. We keep that current as we're posting weekly on different events and things that are happening. We recently had our ARC Travel Connect conference. We had some postings about that. You'll find that we'll be posting flash sales as our suppliers might have last-minute deals that come in. We'll post them up on the blog. Car Trawler actually recently had a flash sale for cars that we had posted on the blog, so that information was there. So I'd encourage you to go check it out if you haven't, and maybe check that out often just to see, what's happening. We also have our ARC MarketPlace Twitter account. So if you are a Twitter user, I'd encourage you to follow us on ARC MarketPlace, again, to kind of keep track of or stay current with the latest and what's going on. Same kind of things that you're going to find on the blog with maybe flash sales, what's trending, different new destinations, new tours that we're offering, that sort of thing. We also have our ARC MarketPlace monthly specials. This is our monthly newsletter where you can sign up if you go to the website and scroll down towards the bottom of the page. And you can do this on any page on the site, by the way. Just scroll down towards the bottom of the page. You'll see a box here where it says sign up for the newsletter. All we need is your email address. You can sign up here, and we will send you our monthly newsletter that highlights different new destinations, different destinations, different tours, and again, events, training opportunities, things that are going on. So that's a great way to connect with us and stay informed about what's going on. Also, we send flash sales. Again, sometimes suppliers will have special sales or special deals. We'll send emails about that to the same list as well. I promise you we won't send you, over email you too much. We have one monthly newsletter and maybe 1 or 2 sales per month. So we're not going to be sending you, I know everybody's email boxes are getting inundated these days, so I promise we won't be sending you too much if you sign up. So I'd encourage you to sign up. The other thing I just wanted to mention before I close, and this is my last slide, is the site is also now optimized with our redesign back in June. The site is now also optimized for mobile devices. So if you're using your phone or your iPad, trying to look at the site, it is now mobilized for mobile devices, so it's much easier for you to use and navigate on the mobile devices as well. And I think that's all I had for today in the presentation. So Sandy, I'm ready for questions.
Okay, great. That was fantastic. A really great amount of information, and I appreciate that. We do have many questions. I am going to ask the ones that are of the most general interest, and I want to tell our agents if I don't get to your question or if you think of a question later. Jennifer has put her contact information up on the slide, so make note of it. And anything that you can think of, email or call, and Jennifer or her team will get back to you. We have a little bit of confusion. You said you have to be an ARC member or get an ARC Marketplace ID. What if somebody has an IATA number? Does that fit? Where does that fit into the steps here?
Yeah, no, thank you. I appreciate that question because I know it can get kind of confusing. So what I mean by ARC agent is that your agency would actually be an active participating agent with ARC. And I think if you don't know that, your agency should know that. So that's what I mean by having an ARC number, that you're actually an active participant with us, whether that's a fully accredited agent or whether it's a VTC agent.
Okay. I hope that answers the question. Is this program available to agents outside of the U.S.? If we have some Canadian agents on the line, can they use ARC Marketplace?
Absolutely, and that's a great question. And yes, absolutely you can. So for agents who are outside of the U.S., you definitely will need to sign up for an ARC Marketplace ID because ARC participating agents are only in the U.S. So yes, absolutely you can, and we would be so happy for you to use it. But yes, those agents will need to sign up for an ARC Marketplace ID.
Okay, and I want to stress there is no cost to getting an ARC Marketplace ID. Is that correct?
That's correct. There's no cost. And again, I just want to explain that the only reason we have you do that, we really want to make it easy for agents to use the website. So we've gotten a lot of great feedback from agents. They love it that we don't have a login. But with the ARC Marketplace ID, the only reason we need that from agents who are not ARC accredited agents are because we don't have your banking information in order to pay you your commission. So we need to learn about you and get just some a little bit of information from you, including your banking information, so we can pay you your commission.
Okay, excellent. We've had a couple of questions about the worry-free guarantee for the shore excursions, and a couple of people have said if something happens and they do miss the ship, the worry-free guarantee guarantees that they will be transported to the next port of call. But what happens if that port of call is not for a couple of days? What happens with lodging and food and all the other things associated with that?
Yes, I believe that, again, this is Viator's worry-free guarantee, and that's a great question. I believe, the way it's been explained to me is that basically they're taken care of. So if it's, each situation could be different. I can actually find the exact answer to that question if there's, particular agents that asked it, but I really think that they would be taken care of as far as, anything that would happen, because that's just what they're trying to do with that worry-free and guarantee.
Okay, excellent. I want to point out to our agents that Jennifer will be receiving copies of everybody's questions. So if there's anything that she is going to follow up on, she will know with whom to follow up. One of our agents is asking if, other than one-stop shopping, are there rate or commission advantages to booking things like CCRA or car rentals through ARC Marketplace as opposed to going directly to those companies?
So with car trawler, I guess you're speaking specifically about car trawler because that's who we have on our site. Car trawler only works with partners like us. You can't really go to a booking site for them. They do work with other partners. I mean, ARC Marketplace isn't the only partner. However, for you to earn a commission as a travel agent, ARC Marketplace is probably the best site for you to go to for that. For CCRA, the answer would be, you could really just go to CCRA's website, just identify yourself as an ARC agent or an ARC Marketplace agent, or you might be affiliated with a consortia or someone else, and if you identify yourself that way, that's fine too. The commission is paid directly from CCRA, and it's not different specifically for ARC Marketplace.
Okay, I think that was the question. And speaking of commissions, how are they paid and how often are they paid?
That's a great question too. So the answer to that is it depends. They are paid once a month, and they're paid based on travel. So as an example, it's now November. In November, we pay commissions out for all the bookings you made that traveled in October. So we pay it the month after travel, and that's for everybody. I think the next question in there was about how we pay it. So for ARC participating agents, the default way that we pay commissions is through our ARC Memo Manager product. However, ARC participating agents can also elect to be paid via direct deposit, so that is an option. For example, if there's any VTC agents out there on the phone today, and you're a VTC agent, which means you're an ARC participating agent, and you get paid via Memo Manager, and you don't probably use Memo Manager for anything else, we can certainly set you up with direct deposit. And in fact, I'm going to go to the website really quick, to our commissions page. Just see if I can show people. Where you find out more about commissions. So if you go under Learn, and under Commissions here, if you scroll all the way to the bottom of the page, you'll see the different payment methods. So for ARC participating agents, I just explained a little bit about Memo Manager and then the optional payment method of direct deposit. For non-ARC agents in the United States, again, when you sign up for your ARC Marketplace ID, you're going to be giving us, as part of that form that you fill out and fax back to us, your banking information. So we're going to be paying you via direct deposit to your U.S. bank account. And then for agents who are located outside of the United States, again, when you sign up for your ARC Marketplace ID, you're going to be filling out that commission payment form. However, right now, we pay agents outside the U.S., we pay them via check. I will say that we're looking into alternate payment methods for agents outside the United States. So I think that'll be coming hopefully sometime soon, but for now, the payment method for them is a check.
Okay, excellent. A couple of other questions about commissions. One of our agents, I don't know if it's because they're seeing it small, on each of the features that you're selling, the tours and shore excursions, is it noted what the commission structure is on each page, or where can they find out what the commission is for the things that they want to sell?
Sure, absolutely. No, it's not going to be on each page. So like I said, if you go to the site and you click on Learn and then Commissions, it's going to bring you to this page that I'm on now. Anything that's under Tours and Activities or Shore Excursions is going to be here. It kind of outlines it here. So for the Tours and Activities, the base commission, like I mentioned before, is 6%. That's on any tour or activity. It doesn't matter. It's not going to differ based on, whether you booked a day trip or a VIP tour. It's going to be the same for all of the tours and activities that we offer through Viator. The same goes for the shore excursions. So the base commission for that is 6%, which is outlined here on our commission page. And then again, as I covered in the presentation, we have the extra bonus program where you can earn up to an extra 4%. And again, that's for ARC agents.
Okay, and concerning that bonus program, go ahead.
I was just going to say, and then again, the same thing for the cars and the visas and the passports. It's a blanket commission number, so it doesn't matter, like what type of car you booked or what type of passport service you got. It's just going to be the same commission rate.
Okay, excellent. One of our agents wants to know if there's a place on the website to pull up her productivity for the quarter.
You know what? I love that question. And unfortunately, my answer to that right now is no. I will say that that's something that we are looking into. We get a lot of requests from agents about that, and I totally understand, why you would want to do that. And I think that would be a great tool for you guys to have. And we are looking into that, looking into having something like that. But currently, we do not have that.
Okay, we've had a couple of questions about repeating the website, www.arcmarketplace.com. That's where
Yes.
you can pull up all this great information. Jennifer, can travel agents do group bookings?
Yes, they can. However, again, this is another good question. So when you're booking a tour or activity, um, you'll select on the product page the tour activity that you're booking, and when you select the number of travelers, for most Viator products, the maximum number of travelers is going to be 9. So it kind of depends on how big your group is. A lot of agents I know are booking much bigger groups than that. So the way that you would do those bookings is you have to do multiple bookings and tie them together. So what you would do is make, like if you had a group of, 20 people you were booking and the maximum was 9, you would make the first booking for 9, and then you would receive your confirmation for that. And then in the second booking, when you go to the checkout screen, there's a place for notation where you can actually just make a notation that says this is a group booking I'm tying to this other booking, the booking I just made, and you'll have the reference number. You can add it there into the second and third bookings and so forth. So depending on how big your group is, I know it means a number of more bookings, but right now that's the way that Viator has told us that agents need to do that.
Okay, excellent. One of our agents wants to know about the passport and visa service. Is this only for those clients that are U.S. citizens?
That's a good question too. I know the visas are offered, I believe, to non-U.S. citizens. I believe the passports, however, I believe are for U.S. citizens.
Okay. And how does one cancel one of these features that they've purchased? Does it depend on what it is that was booked, whether or not there's a penalty? Are they all prepaid once, in order to book them? How does that work?
Right. So it depends on what it is. So for tours and activities, for example, there are some things, and again, it's going to say right in the product page. Let's see if I can find a product page here. It's going to say right in the product page if it's non-refundable. There are some things that are non-refundable and can't be canceled, and if that's the case, it's going to say right in the product page. If it doesn't say that in the product page, then it can be canceled. It's just the amount of time that it would need to be canceled. So you would just email or contact our customer support center. I'm just trying to see if I could find one that had something about that it was non-refundable here. This one doesn't. Sorry, this one doesn't say, so it would just be the normal cancellation policy. But if there's something like, as an example, like a theater tickets or something like that, most of those are actually non-refundable. So when you book, you need to make sure that that's exactly what you want, because then they're non-refundable. But it'll clearly state if it's non-refundable here on the product page. So if it doesn't state that, it means that it is refundable, and you would just contact us, contact our support center to make the cancellation. And again, that's for the tours and activities. For car rentals, you're going to find some that are prepaid, some that are postpaid. And again, just read through the product details on that. As far as the prepaid, and if they're, if they're refundable or not. Some of those that are refundable, you can just, for the cars, there's a link in the voucher where you can actually make the cancellation directly from the voucher. So my long answer to your question is it kind of depends on the product. But the other thing I want to show you too is on our website, under support, we have an FAQ section here. And this is a really good resource too. That talks about all the different products that we have on the site for tours and activities, short excursions, cars, everything I covered today, all those different categories. And so this is going to give you more information about the cancellation policies and some of the questions that you're asking as well. But if in doubt, please feel free to contact us, and we can help you with that.
Okay, and a couple of more questions before our time is up. We've had a couple of agents ask if they belong to a host agency, that is an ARC agency. Do they need to apply for their own ARC or non-ARC marketplace ID?
So that's a good question, and I have two answers to that actually. You're welcome to use your host agency's ID. If you want to be paid through your host agent. So if you use your host agency's ID, when you're making the booking, we're going to pay your host agent, and then they would be paying you. And I don't know what the agreements are that you have between you and your host agency, how they want you to do that, but that's really between you and your host. You can certainly use their number, or if you want to sign up for your own ARC Marketplace ID number, you could do that too, and then we would pay you directly. So it's really up to how you would like to do it, and if you would like to be paid directly from us, or if you would like us just to pay your host agency and then you're working with your host.
Okay, and sort of part two of that before we get to our last question is there a way to pull up whether your host or your own agency has registered previously for ARC Marketplace?
There's not really on the site, but if you want to contact me, again, I'll put my contact details back here, up here. If someone has a specific question about that, I'm happy to, if you want to contact me, I can look and see.
Okay, great, thank you. And our last question, is there a way to add a service fee to these bookings, and will it show up separately from the cost of the tour or car, or how would it be labeled in some way differently?
So I'm really glad somebody asked that question too, because right now the answer to that is no. However, it's something, again, that agents have asked for and have been interested in, and have told us that they would like to see us add to the site. So it's something that we're looking into, because ARC does have a service-free product. So we're looking into possibly integrating that with ARC Marketplace. So stay tuned on more information for that to come, but for now, we don't have that capability currently.
Okay, and I'll just repeat, if your question didn't get answered exactly the way you asked it, or if you can think of something else, Jennifer has her contact information up on the screen, and please feel free to contact ARC Marketplace or Jennifer, and she will be happy to help you. Again, our guest today has been ARC Marketplace. Our speaker has been Jennifer Bridey, Senior Product Manager for ARC Marketplace. Jennifer, as always, this has been a huge amount of information, and we really appreciate it. Thanks so much.
Great. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate your time today, and I look forward to having you book on ARC Marketplace. And again, please reach out to me if you have any questions. These are my contact details. I'd be happy to help you.
Great. Thank you. And thanks again to all of our agents for taking time out of your day to be with us today. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and we will see you next time. Bye, everybody.